Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Inazak and this is my YouTube channel. So guys, I want to talk over challenges that normally people face during their fieldwork or during their tours, because it's so imperative that at one point or the other you'll meet your challenges, even at your workplace, during your travel or during your field study or wherever you are. It's destined. So calling such kind of a challenge to be so karma or karmic in nature is just but hogwash, because karma is never designed to happen this way. Karma designed to taunt, haunt, and maybe seeking a revenge. But this one is a normal challenges that normally get people every day in their work activities, in their traveling, and all the time. So what am I talking about? I'm talking the situation that Deemwango found himself in Dominican Republic. And it's a dire situation that ought to have been averted by the owner of the apartment or of the hotel, and the negligence part of them, security guard and house management, facility management or managers were not around to avert the situation going forward. Therefore, I want to address such kind of pertinent issues and challenges going forward. But before I address it going forward, guys, if you're coming across this video for the very first time, kindly click at the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube shall notify instantly. So let's dive in straight away, lest we forget. Welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. And let's dive straight away, lest we forget. Guys, if hatred and hate was a person, then Nairobi teacher and JTPodcast could be the real personification of that hate itself towards Deemwango. And if you want to witness the kind of vexations and the kind of reaction they had upon the challenges that Deemwango came to meet face to face, therefore it is quite an absurd, and it has proven one thing: hatred. Therefore, there is no sense of humanity unto them. Even the people themselves that we consider so hatred and so jealous of the other, who didn't require or who didn't wish anyone such kind of a condition in life going forward, not even death, but this one. So guys, if you want to know more that really took place on that kind of vexation, Nairobi teacher that went a wall and attacked Deemwango in a manner that wasn't pleasing. Therefore, perhaps let's watch this video, then I will come and put everything.
Don't think so much about it. Are we together? Hey. So this Jamaican girl went to Dominican Republic, and I remember we had a case of Ponte complaining that this Jamaican girl was stinking and all that. Now we had JB, you know JB the boyfriend. Hey, Jamaicans are saying they don't claim her. But Melon Drop, she said she's from Trench Town. So, like, come on. Take her somewhere else then. But yeah, you'll still identify her. Anyways, guys, let's continue with this conversation. So, JB from Philippines also said that the girl is smelly. He said that she's smelly. So, you know, the only thing that really made her to be accepted in Jamaica, it's because in Jamaica there are very many, you know, she was showering a lot. There are rivers, waterfalls and all that. So she had to shower, not like she had a choice, but you know what I mean. Okay, guys, you know what I mean. Now she went to Dominican Republic, and I'm guessing, this is just me reacting, okay? Guys, reaction, I'm reacting based on what I think, but this is my opinion, okay? If my opinion offends you, find your own opinion. This is my opinion. I believe that the staff of the hotel, when she was passing, there was that stench, you know, the stench. And then somebody just or the staff decided to put an entire room water so that she can shower by force by fire. The stench could not allow them, like, no, you have to shower whether you like it or not. We don't care. We don't care. You are going to shower. And if you're not going to shower, you're going to leave this hotel. Okay? You are going to leave this hotel. So she had two options. Allow the water to overflow the house and shower by force, or leave the hotel to go in the pretext of looking for. They were kicking her out without her knowing that she's being kicked out. She's being kicked out. Somebody, when somebody doesn't want you in their home, they don't. We have other people who don't tell you, please leave our home. No, they don't. They just do some things. They put some signals out. So those were signals from the hotel staff, like, you stink. We want you out. And how are we going to kick you out? We are going to kick you out by either you are going to shower by force. We are going to put a pool. Like, imagine, by the way, I agree, she's an empress, by the way. Guys, come to think of it, Come to think of it. Me, Nairobi teacher, I go to a country somewhere, and then they decide to put a pool in my room. It means I'm an empress. She's an empress, and we all need.
Now you really understood the vile in that kind of Nairobi teacher's verbal attack against the person of Deemwango. You descend so low that even a grade 2 pupils cannot descend. What if you just put this thing into perspective and said, okay, it was a challenge, not even a karma, it was a challenge. But descending that, saying that Dominican Republic never wanted D, or D is too dirty, that is supposed to be taking bath. And the reason as to why the hotel management saw it fit surely, Nairobi teacher, this is not fair. It only qualifies that kind of a hate that you're having or you're harboring towards Deemwango. That kind of a vexation itself or overreaction is not well pleasing to the person of Deemwango. Calling Deemwango, having certain kind of a false smell or a stench, no. That one itself should not be even be coming from your mouth. Saying that Mekale Ponte said, and JB said, they only said after they broke up. Obvious, that one we would know, that is always people who are jilted lover. The same way you know the bad side of Amara after you've already been fired. But when you are within the Amara camp, Amara was good. That one is obvious. 1 + 1 is equal to 1. 1 + 1 not is equal to 2, because now it won't add up your story because you're no longer in that camp. Therefore, you want to dirtify the camp. It is normal. It is normal. Anytime you broke up with a lady or a man broke up with a woman, one of the person or either of them would want to come onto anywhere or in public or through tantrum and gossips that so and so was bad. That one is normal. We understand. But in the face of this kind of hazard and of absurdity, you couldn't claim this was just a mere challenge that people face every day in life. The water busted has got nothing Deemwango taking bath or not, has got nothing Deemwango stinking or not. And this is the kind of reaction that they enjoy. And if you look at their comment section, they were enjoying it, giving him a like, subscribing, others are super chatting. So vile in nature. How did Nairobi teacher know that Deemwango is stinking? The question for another day. So Nairobi teacher know what really happened. And he wasn't even there. Because Deemwango captured the camera and explained. Even the security guard came and tried to avert. It was so unfortunate it couldn't. He went up back to the basement to switch off the whole water supply in the building because it was a pipe that was burst, that really burst. No, it cannot be that. Perhaps, for people who are not aware, let's see the situation that really happened with Deemwango, because Deemwango captured it on a camera, and we'll watch it and we see that Nairobi teacher is just lying in his.
Maybe I want to go there one more time. And right now, actually, it's 6 in the morning. I don't know if it just got to 7. Let me see. Oh, it's 6:49. Okay. In the morning. This started around 6. So I've just been wondering, what can I do? If you're in my situation, what could you do? Let me know. I just don't know. At this point, water is running outside in large amounts. It's not even a joke. And there's nobody who is even realizing like there's something happening. Okay? Oh my God, this is beyond words. I don't know what to say. Guys, can you see the water is all flooded? The whole apartment is going to get flooded because of water from my room. I don't know. And I'm trying to seek for help and nobody is responding. I've gone down there before it was like this and nobody is responding. So I don't know what they're going to tell me later on. I don't know whose mistake is this now. I just don't know. Okay? At this point, I don't even understand. So I need to go downstairs again and look for security so that they can come and see what's happening. And the worst part is that there's nobody there. I don't even understand. And my host is not picking. Actually, where he's touching is not even the problem. Let me wipe the camera a little bit. So now the guy went and switched off the major water supplier pipe, I can say. So now the issue has to be fixed. And now, meanwhile, I have to clean the room because I have no otherwise, and see how it goes.
You've really seen Dee really tried to avert the situation, but it was so impossible because there was no button or any other kind of knob being acclaimed by a wannabe JT. There's nothing like that. There's nothing that pipe that was loose. Eventually, Dee discovered that the water is coming right from the wall, which means there could be a pipe that was perforated and water was oozing out voluminously into the Deemwango's room. What in the end Deemwango did? So Deemwango opened the tap to siphon some water out to the sink so that the water could go to the sink to ease the pressure. Because if he could have just kept it close, that house could have been full of water within 10 minutes. But kudos, because it's a traveler who really knows what to do. Because he tried. First of all, he called. No one was speaking. All the emergency line, no one was speaking. Went out to evacuate and tried to call other people and even notify the occupants who were within the apartment. They were nothing. So Deemwango tried to the level that he could. So calling this kind of a situation a karma, or calling this kind of a situation that Deemwango busted the pipe, that Deemwango is a fake traveler, that Deemwango was meant to take bath, and that's why the management of hotel or of the apartment decided to let in water. It's quite an hogwash and far-fetched, big time. They never broke any pipe, as being claimed by JT on this
hotel. And all of a sudden she records a video saying that in case she need to prove something, I don't know which something. And now I see a lot of embarrassing things happening there. I was like, oi, is this a world traveler? Because apparently, if you're a world traveler, there are skills that a world traveler need to have. So I see Deemwango waking up, showing what's the time, she going there, and water is all overflowing. And all she can do is grab a camera and do content without even realizing that she's risking her own life. Being in such situation, inside that water, while electricity is on and everything, she's feeling for content just in case you don't know what happened in that hotel. Oh, world traveler. Amen. What's good, guys? Welcome back to another episode. My name is JT. For a world traveler who been going to places, dealing with different hotels and locations, there are some skills that you need to have as a world traveler. Like, in case of an emergency, what do you do? I mean, don't you even have emergency contact? What about something terrible happened to you? Will you reach out? Will you get out and power on your camera and say, I have to record this in case of anything I want to prove while you're being attacked? Well, what I expected from the other situation is at least to look for a quick solution. I mean, not even a solution, a quick way to save herself first, then look a way to do this. But now she wakes up and power on the camera to get content of it. I was like, what's this? Because apparently that water is leaking and the floor is all over flooded. She steps in the water, the electricity is on. I mean, I had someone say, you can take someone from the village, but there's no way you can take the village out of them. This one I have to agree, because if this village girl knew the risks that you can go through, then you can encounter when you are handling electricity at the same time water inside that room, I think should have gone out. Then at least you can, however, make content and say, hey, I've run out of my room because there was a lot of floods there and the power is on, so I couldn't risk my life. That would make sense. But now you're inside the room that is so flooded and you're holding a camera, you're operating electricity. Let me power on lights. Let me do this. She walks into elevators and, man, this is the world traveler or the village traveler. Anyway, I looked at her, how she was behaving inside that room. I was like, Deemwango, please, this one you're embarrassing yourself, because if you're a world traveler and you've been exposed, you know that at this kind of situation, what you do is you to consider your safety first. Content might come, but now your safety should come first. Because anyway, behind that leakage, there was a knob that you could easily turn, maybe to switch off, to turn off that water. I mean, from that leakage. If that doesn't happen, then you have to go an extra mile of calling help or something. But now, instead of even trying to turn off that knob or something, all you do is to turn on your camera. So this is a problem that now we have.
JT has fake world traveler. Calling the situation that normally happens to people in today's life activity. Even the same thing can really happen to him. To be karmic. This is not karma. Karma don't happen to everybody. Karma is not something obvious. It's something that is so unique but shocking. This situation wasn't unique. This situation happened today life. Even where I am, one day had happened. It was not karma. It's a usual accident, a usual near miss, or an incident, but it was averted. What as being a traveler has to do with the broken pipe? So calling Deemwango a fake traveler who is destined herself into getting into high-end hotels or apartment, what does it have to do with the broken pipe? Because these are the challenges that can happen everywhere, in your house, in the presidential suite, in the high-end apartment, low-end apartment. They're bound to happen. These are the challenges that do happen everywhere during the course of the work, during the course of your field, of your travel. or any other kind of field work you embark to. What I can say, it was a neglect of the part of the management, the facility manager, the security guard, who couldn't be there 24/7 hours for surveillance to avoid the situation before it got worse. Fortunately, it was averted, but it was late. At least Deemwango tried to do something that was best. Now, I want to correct the wannabe JT, things that you don't know. You are charging Deemwango that was doing content. You are charging Deemwango that Deemwango was at risk. Yes, Deemwango was at risk. And Deemwango tried what she could to get out the risk and avert the situation. One, Deemwango responded. And before Deemwango responded, Deemwango stayed calm, because at the moment of emergency, incident, and how we respond to them, first of all, you stay calm. You don't panic. Once you panic, that's how you go wrong. Deemwango stayed calm and assessed the situation. Then everything was good. Then he went and opened the tap. Then he decided to recommend, because you must recommend any incident, because it will help you in reporting as an evidence. What if the owner of hotel will say, you're the one who broke it? So, as a part of documentation, as part of your field work and study, those are the tools for recording the challenges you face during the field study, during your travel, so that even other people also could learn and be educated with the challenges that you face during your travel, so that one day they could avert. It also helps in a review. 2, I've heard you speaking about a high-end hotel and apartment. The high-end hotel and apartment, ranging from 5-star hotel going forward, they have got what we call the security and safety systems that really protect people and the occupants within. 1, from fire. 2, from any other kind of alarm or any other kind of incident that might put people into risk. And any other foreseeable risk, to reduce or to eliminate completely, because I'm a safety and health security officer. This is my field. I will let you know for free. You're accusing Deemwango of stepping to the floor, and the floor was full of water. Deemwango was right, because Deemwango had to evacuate. The question we should be asking ourselves, why did Deemwango decide to step on the floor with the water to move out? That electricity was on. The question we're asking ourselves, okay, she stepped. Electricity was on. Did she get electrocuted? No. Why? The safety system. 5-star hotels and apartments has got the fire and safety security system, which is part of my domain and my discipline. The system has got an automatic circuit breaker, so that when anytime they detect a water flow on the floor, it goes automatically off. It breaks from that building, from your surrounding itself, where the water itself is found spilling on the wall. That's why Deemwango could walk straight, could walk down, and he couldn't get electrocuted. The only thing that will function are the lights, because you need lights to evacuate. But all the floor, all the socket won't function, because security, the safety automatic circuit breaker shall have broken down, disconnected all the electric current and motion in that room. I had also some people asking question, what if the sockets were low? I want to tell you, in the Gulf and the Illuminate where I'm working, do you know where they normally place the sockets? The sockets they place down the floor. Some people could ask a question, why are they placing down the floor? What if there is flood? Some people will say, in the desert there are no floods. Sometimes it rains and the flood comes. What really happens? Because of the security system, that it will detect water, then automatically it will go. Therefore, people don't get electrocuted, because circuit breaker works And it's also ways my function that anytime, those are the things that I check in my checklist. The security system is safe, elevator is working, everything is up to date, and any number of time, after every 2 months or monthly, I have to do the fire drills so that I get to know that everything is working, automation door are working, people are evacuated, that people are well acquainted with the emergency routes going forward. So those are the things that are in place. It has got nothing to be with the traveler. So when anytime you're being booked in a hotel, you'll be briefed upon the security measures that you take. Deemwango was given a number to call. The unfortunate event that happened, that's why I'm calling it the negligence of the hotel owners, because they were nowhere to respond. Now, what was going on? What was going on was now the depletion of the apartment property. The property was being damaged, but not because of Deemwango, because of the negligence of the owner of hotel. If at all they have a security officer or they have the safety officer in the field, therefore those are the people that they should blame. First of all, they need to blame the facility management, because the facility management is responsible to do all the inspection and get to know if there is faulty pipes to be fixed. It's a normal accident. But the problem, how is it being fixed? How respond to such kind of emergency will avert, because the property shall have been damaged. Therefore, the publicity of the organization and the hotel itself shall be dented, because remember, Deemwango had to give a review. So what kind of a review Deemwango will give? In fact, it will be daunting. So castigating Deemwango, that Deemwango was taking a camera, walking and recording. Did you see the security guard also walking on the same water? Because he knew the place is safe. Because he knew all the switches itself and the sockets plus the fuse itself has already been disconnected, because the safety systems were in place. So relax. When it comes on such matters, we'll educate you. The problem is you've decided not to learn, and you'll never learn anything. The only thing you'll come to rebuttal me is only that you'll descend to my manhood, and you know how my manhood is not cut, and that is your problem. JT and NT has proven to the people that they are harboring hatred towards Deemwango, who is a lady just living her life. Now you're calling her fake. You're calling her stinking. And what is your business, even if she's stinking? So JT and any other person, there's a documentation that's already been done in Deemwango, so that you know. And there is a documentation that's already also been done with me. Now you can learn from it. When such things happen, kindly make sure you evacuate safely from the building. Immediately. Don't panic. Call the emergency line that you're given, and make sure you call for help. And make sure the help that you call, right from the security in place, from the occupancy of that building, notify, and make sure always document, because Deemwango documented. Deemwango documented. So we've realized there is nothing like knob that JT was saying, that there's a knob to be switched in his own imagination. Because the maintenance team came, looked down to check at the knob, there was no knob. He had to go to the basement again to go and switch off the entire water supply, so that the water supply could be cut off, never to come to the entire building. So this is just but hatred of Nairobi teacher and JT towards Deemwango. So let me hear your thought on the comment section. Until next time, this is Senior Zach.